Hey, and welcome to another episode of Back from the Future, where we like to talk about technology from the past, present, and future. Now, today we're going to be talking about three Wi-Fi adapters. The first Wi-Fi adapter we're going to be talking about is the TP-LINK TL-WN823N. The second one on our list is the TP-LINK A600 Nano Wireless adapter, and the third one, but by no all means necessary not the least, is a TP-LINK TL-WN822N Wi-Fi adapter. And the reason I'm doing these tests is that I want to compare each and every one of these three back to back, side to side, or whatever you may want to call it, and see what the strong points and the weak points are. To be honest, I've been using all three adapters, and all I can say is they're all generally all round very good Wi-Fi adapters. The one important consideration that I would like you to take into account is that on different machines I seem to get different readings, even though the machines were more or less in the same location. Now, it didn't matter so much when the Wi-Fi router was quite close to the machine. You know, roughly more or less it was all the same. But when the Wi-Fi adapters were at a distance, like a couple of rooms down or down a corridor, you'd see a varying range. Now, I think this is due to the USB drivers that may be, or how they're implemented within the host computer that you're using. So you might get different results using these different computers, but as a whole, this isn't exactly a scientific study, but this gives you more or less a rough idea of which Wi-Fi adapter might be suitable for your needs. So without further ado, the first Wi-Fi adapter we'll look at is the TP-LINK TL-WN823N, and this is an amazing budget adapter. I actually picked my one up. It was grade B stock, and I bought it for around, I think it was £2.50. I mean, absolute bargain for £2.50. Amazing. I should have bought a whole load of them and then flogged them on eBay. I would have made myself a nice little profit there. And overall, this is a very good Wi-Fi adapter, and you can use it in a laptop or a PC. Brilliant. The actual footprint, once you put the Wi-Fi adapter into, say for example, a laptop, you're looking at a length of about 2 centimeters and a width of about 1.5 centimeters. And the thing is, if you're not moving your laptop around at all, it's just sitting on on your lap or on top of a table, it's actually quite okay to use. But I wouldn't recommend leaving it in there. It does protrude a little bit far out, and I could see you damaging the USB socket if you left it in the port. Now, when I was using it within close proximity of a Wi-Fi adapter, now bear in mind my internet connection is just standard. It's not the mega fast speed Wi-Fi connection. I think my maximum is about 60 megs a second download and around 18 megs upload. So with the WN823N, I was getting a download speed of about 49 megabits a second, and upload was 18 megs a second. Now, when I moved the Wi-Fi adapter to one of my bedroom, which is here, which is about, I would say, 13 meters away from the Wi-Fi adapter, and you're going through a corridor, and then to this studio, like I said, like about 30 meters, I was only getting a speed of 11 megabits a second download, but the upload was 17.1 megabits a second. So it's okay for a bit of streaming. I think you might need to use a high powered Wi-Fi extender along with the this USB Wi-Fi adapter. The next one we have on the list is the TP-LINK A600 nano wireless adapter. Now this thing has a very small footprint, and basically its length is 0.6 centimeters and its width is 2 centimeters, and it's small enough that you could pop it into your laptop in the USB port and you could leave it in there. It's so small, it's not like it's going to get caught on something and damage your USB port at all. The thing is, you can use it in a desktop as well, and this one is a dual band Wi-Fi adapter, so it operates on the 2.4 gigahertz and the 5 gigahertz. On the 2.4 gigahertz it operates up to 200 megabits a second, and on the 5 megahertz it transfers up to 433 megahertz. Now again, when I place this adapter in my laptop with clear line of sight with my Wi-Fi router, I was getting speeds of up to 59 megabits a second, and upload was 17.8 megabytes a second. But the thing is, when I took it again to this studio, which is again like 13 meters away from the router with 2 doors and a corridor, I was only getting download speed of 1.31 megabits a second, and upload was 1.09, which was absolutely atrocious. So definitely, if you were using this Wi-Fi adapter over long distances with obstructions, you would probably need a Wi-Fi extender. But again, you know, it's one of those things, horses for courses. You have to use the one that best suits your needs. Now the third one we had was the TP-LINK TL-WN822N, and this is quite an interesting Wi-Fi adapter. It's roughly just slightly larger than a credit card, and basically you'd have to connect it to either your laptop or your desktop via a 1.5 meter USB cable that's provided. Now this is basically more suited for desktop applications because of its slightly larger footprint. It has 2 aerials, and I must say that the performance was very good. So when it was in my laptop and it was near my Wi-Fi adapter, I was getting 51.8 megabytes a second on the download, and the upload was 17.1. And when I went to the studio to try it, I got a reading of 40 megabytes download, and upload was 17.8. This is really interesting. So this adapter is very good over long distance. It has very good coverage, but again, you know, it does have a larger footprint, so I think it's more conducive where you have places where you have a Wi-Fi weak spot. So we got not great coverage. This will be absolutely fantastic. Is there a clear overall winner? Well, I think to myself that maybe the TP-LINK TL-WN823N is probably your best one out of the 3, and it, you know, because it covers the bases, you know, on all 3 levels due to its size, due to the fact that in close proximity it works well, and over long distances it's not amazing. Again, like I said, I got about 11.1 megs download, but the upload was 17.1. So you know, out of the three of them, this is a good all-rounder. But if you are using a Wi-Fi adapter that you need a small footprint that's permanently going to be plugged into the machine like your laptop, then the A600 Nano wireless is good. But if you're happy to use a bigger footprint, then the TP-LINK TL-WN822 is also worth considering. You can't lose with any of them, but over long distances the A600 Nano wireless is very, very weak, so bear that in mind. So I hope you enjoyed this review of the three TP-LINK Wi-Fi adapters. Again, don't forget that these are all Mac compatible, and also you can use them with your Hackintosh. They're very easy to set up. If you're using Windows 10, they should locate the drivers very easily. You won't have to use the driver disk. You can plug and play. It's as simple as that. And I've done individual reviews of these adapters that go slightly into more detail. I'll leave a link in the description. Please, if you did enjoy this video and you'd like to see more of my tech reviews, then please feel free to subscribe to this channel, press the bell notification button, please like and also leave comments, and feel free to join me on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and I'll see you guys and girls in the future if there is one.